Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of R&R, Real and Raw. Today I have a very interesting topic. And this topic is about trauma. And when I say trauma, I'm talking about trauma that's passed down genetically. Alright, so this can get pretty deep down the rabbit hole. So what first made me think about this was the fact that cats, if you put a cucumber behind a cat, when they turn around and see it, they'll freak out because they think it's a snake. That cat may have never been outside or even encountered an experience with a snake, but it still thinks it's a snake because that's what it instinctually knows. That instinct has been passed down genetically. So if instincts can be passed down genetically, do you believe that trauma and emotions can as well? Meaning, if I have a huge fear of heights, right, and I have a kid, are they more likely to develop a fear of heights genetically, not being influenced by me? Like, I could walk around and be like, hey, I'm really afraid of heights. If my son sees that, he might be influenced to develop that same fear. But just purely genetically, can that emotion and that fear be passed down? You know, there are some things that trigger me that also triggered my father. And I sometimes wonder, like, do they trigger me because I was watching him as I grew up and just kind of learned that type of behavior? Or is it actually in my genes? Is it in my blood? Is that why we think the things we do, behave the way we do? Is it genetics? Like, how much of it is the whole, like I think Sigmund Freud, I think he was talking about the whole nature nurture. How much of it is in our blood, in our genes, and how much is influenced by the environment that we grow up in? You hear that shit? It's one of those shark vacuums. It's trying to get in the room right now. They realized the door was shut and it turned around. Anyways, I've had that thing come up and just like hit the door, like boom, 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 boom. I gotta stop the whole video. It's terrible. Anyways, all right. You can develop a. Is it coming back? Oh my gosh. This is gonna turn into a whole vacuum video now. I might as well just sponsor them. Anyways, sometimes we can have a fear that's so intense that when we experience that fear, we try to avoid it at all costs, and it turns into a survival instinct. So, like I was saying, like, what's the difference between having an instinct passed down genetically and having an emotion passed down genetically? I feel like they intertwine with each other in a way that we probably don't fully understand. They intertwine. They intertwine. They intertwine! Why are you the way you are? Why do you behave the way you do? Is it passed down from your mom and dad, your grandpa, your uncle? Uncle. Oh my gosh. I gotta get coffee. Anyways, have a wonderful day and happy holidays.